AM First Fruits. This is a chapter by chapter Bible study series, and we're on Esther chapter 4. Last chapter, the decision was made to destroy the Jews as Mordecai is wanting to be loyal. The city is in confusion. The king and Haman just sat down to have a drink. Chapter 4. When Mordecai learned all that had occurred, he tore his clothes, put on sackcloth and ashes, went into the middle of the city, and cried loudly and bitterly. This reaction to this command, in contrast to the fact that the king and Haman sat down and had a drink after making this call,
the audacity!
He went only as far as the king's gate, since the law prohibited anyone wearing sackcloth from entering the king's gate. There was a great mourning among the Jewish people in every province where the king's command and edict came. They fasted, wept, and lamented, and many lay in sackcloth and ashes. It's strange to me that sackcloth was illegal inside the king's gate. Verse 4, it says, Esther's female servants and her eunuchs came and reported the news to her, and the queen was overcome with fear.
She knew it had to be bad.
She sent clothes for Mordecai to wear so that he would take off his sackcloth, but he did not accept them.
She knew he couldn't get in the gate with sackcloth on. She was desperate, trying to give him some clothes. I need to talk to you.
Verse 5, Esther summoned Hathach, one of the king's eunuchs who attended her, and dispatched him to Mordecai to learn what he was doing and why. So Hathach went to Mordecai in the city square in front of the king's gate. Mordecai told him everything that had happened, as well as the exact amount of money Haman had promised to pay the royal treasury for the slaughter of the Jews. I really think this must have been a large amount for him to remember exactly how much. Mordecai also gave him a copy of the written decrees issued in Susa, ordering their destruction, so that Hathach might show it to Esther, explain it to her, and command her to approach the king, implore his favor, and plead with him personally for her people. Hathach came and repeated Mordecai's response to Esther. She is already afraid of what's going on. She's just finding out that her entire race is about to be destroyed, and Mordecai is asking her to implore the king's favor. Remember, she cannot approach the king without the king requesting her personally, and to do so was against the law, and they could put her to death. This was Esther's response. Verse 10, Esther spoke to Hathach and commanded him to tell Mordecai, all of the royal officials and the people of the royal provinces know that one law applies to every man or woman who approaches the king in the inner courtyard and who has not been summoned, the death penalty. Unless the king extends the gold scepter, allowing that person to live. I have not been summoned to appear before the king the last 30 days. She's been ghosted for 30 days. Esther's response was reported to Mordecai. So they are going back and forth. What an intense conversation to have apart. Imagine waiting for a text message and you're just waiting for the bubbles to pop up for hours about this. Esther's first excuse is showing that she is fearful. She has self-preservation. Doesn't want to. This was Mordecai's response to her. It's a confrontation. It's so good. Verse 13, Mordecai told the messenger to reply to Esther, don't think that you will escape the fate of all the Jews because you are in the king's palace. If you keep silent at this time, relief and deliverance will come to the Jewish people from another place. But you and your father's family will be destroyed. Who knows, perhaps you have come to your royal position for such a time as this. Mordecai is reminding her that her whole life has been divinely patterned for this moment. He is taking her mind off her self-preservation and putting it on her divine purpose. Mordecai knew that God would deliver him. He made them a promise. He's saying God's gonna do it anyways, but don't miss your calling on this. Destiny and privilege come with a responsibility to speak out for people who cannot. Our own influences, our own platforms, our own anything good is meant for God's purpose. We have to discern how God has placed us uniquely in a time as this, in a place as this, and figure out, seek His will on, Lord, what do you want me to do with this that you have given me? Verse 15, Esther sent this reply to Mordecai, go and assemble all the Jews who can be found in Susa and fast for me. Don't eat or drink for 3 days, night or day, and I and my female servants will go fast in the same way. After that, I will go to the king, even if it is against the law. If I perish, I perish." So Mordecai went and did everything Esther had commanded him. Esther decided to walk in the unclear path. Past paralysis, straight to purpose. She was confronted with her higher calling. She realized that silence becomes the greater risk. If I perish, I perish. Immense courage. It wasn't the absence of fear, it was her focus shifting from self-preservation to God's divine purpose. The whole reason why she became queen. She knew she needed to speak truth to power and trust God with the outcome. We get so stuck in fear, paralysis. I'm guilty of this. And we don't even have to worry about our own lives being taken from us. That may be coming, but we don't have to worry about that now. We worry about superficial things. She knew the risk, processed it. She sought God's intervention, praying and fasting. She trusted God and put it to action. Thank you for watching this 4 a.m. and I'll see you in the next 4 a.m. when we cover Esther chapter 5. I just had deja vu.